Welcome to our latest podcast. I'm so excited to be here today with the founders of CybHER, learning about what it means to be a CybHER superhero. So Dr. Poderotsky and Dr. Pam Rowland, can you just give us a little bit of information about who you are and what you do? Dr.
Yes, hi.
Poderotsky.
Hi, I'm Ashley. I am the Associate Dean of the Beacom College of Computer and Cyber Sciences at Dakota State University and Associate Professor of Digital Forensics. So I get to learn and investigate cybercrime in my space.
Very good. And Dr. Rowland.
And hi, I'm Dr. Rowland, and I am an assistant professor in the Beacom College at Dakota State University. And my primary focus is cybersecurity, general knowledge, passing it on to students so that you get excited about growing and learning in this space.
Very good. And you guys both do excellent work in your fields of study, and we're so excited to be here with you today. But really the purpose of today is to find out how we can all become CybHER superheroes. So can you start off and just tell us, what is the purpose and mission of CybHER?
Sure, so I'll start. CybHER was founded by Ashley and I, and our mission has never changed in 6 years because it still is relevant, and we still want to motivate, educate, and encourage women in the cybersecurity space.
We wanted to see more women around the table in our field. And we knew to do that, we had to reach out to middle school girls. And so we've spent the last 7 years going into classrooms, hosting events, going to science centers. And we've been able to impact over 20,000 girls in the last 7 years. And with that, we're now getting more women in our field.
So that is excellent work too. So you talked a little bit about the motivation of getting more girls around the table, but how is it personally, or what was the personal motivation that you've had really to develop CybHER?
We knew that we had a lot of challenging problems to face in cybersecurity, from incidents being investigated, people attacking, nation states attacking, and we knew that we needed more diverse minds in order to solve those problems. So with that, we created CybHER to help motivate and inspire girls to learn about this field, who then we hope will become employed professionals that are representing the best of what cybersecurity can be.
So I'll add to that. As you all know, Apple was founded in a garage, right? And so if you didn't know that, now you do. But CybHER was founded in the basement of East Hall, a building on DSU's campus. Ashley and my office were next to each other. We were sitting together saying, oh, why do we not have more women around the table? We need more people. We need more smart people. What's going on? And so we decided that it was time to put together some hands-on educational opportunities so that girls could get excited about this space. So we did it, and we took one step at a time, and now we are where we are today. So just as Apple grew out of a garage, this grew out of a basement office.
Very good, exciting stories there and stuff over how CybHER was founded. Now, can you tell us a little bit about the CybHER girl, the mascot for CybHER? What is her purpose? Why is she the mascot of CybHER?
Yeah, I love this story. I had a mentor, Dr. May Tabor at Berkeley, and I was involved with some of her summer programs, and she passed away, and I wanted to name CybHER Girl after May. We wanted our superhero to be confident, to be bold, to be a little ambiguous. Who is she? Is she white? Is she black? We don't know. But not sexy. We don't have to have a sexy superhero. We can have a confident and strong one. And so in this field, to get more girls interested, you don't have to pink it and shrink it. You just have to give them something that's exciting. And we hope that we've done that with our CybHER Girl.
Great. And Dr. Rowland or Dr. Poderotsky, do either of you ever feel like you are that CybHER superhero, just like the CybHER girl?
Yeah, so it's an interesting question to ask. And honestly, every single time I am at an event and I see the eyes light up of a young girl, a high school girl, a professional woman, when they're learning something and wanting to grow in this field and wanting to do more and wanting to learn more, I feel like, wow, I don't feel like I'm their superhero. They're my superhero. And I just have that feeling of, this is awesome.
Yeah, I think we all are just so immersed in our program and our approaches that to stop and think about that is, it's kind of cool to think about. But you know, imposter syndrome is kind of big in this space, and thinking like you don't belong sometimes. So I've never seen myself as a superhero. I don't think I ever could, but I love to see little girls see CybHER girl and strike the pose like she has, put on the cape and go. My daughter, who's 6, does that, and I just think it's awesome. So I want to inspire others with her and grow to aspire to be her myself.
Great. So you're creating CybHER girls, superheroes all across the nation. But can you tell me, what do you think is the coolest thing that you've ever done through CybHER?
Wow, I don't know that I could narrow it down to one thing. Um, the coolest thing for me is the relationships built. So there are relationships that we have built with preschoolers that we have followed, to middle school girls, to high school collegiate, and also to professionals across the nation. So for me, it's the relationships, it's the connections, it's what I learn from all of those relationships and connections. It's the excitement. I would say that would be my answer to your question.
You know, mine is pretty simple, and it's something that has stuck with me for many years. I've often been the only woman in a room, and when someone would rightfully ask, where are the women? People would step in and say, well, they're just not interested. And to me, I've heard that so many times from so many people, but as the only woman in the room, you can't jump up and down and say, yes, we are, when there's no one else around you. And so the first year of our Gen Cyber Camp from the NSA, I convinced them to do it as a pilot camp, because the other camp had 10% representation of women. And I said, I can get 60 girls. And inside, my heart was pounding. And I was, you know, if you could see me on the outside, what I felt on the inside, you would have saw me sweating. And when you've heard that girls aren't interested 100 times, you start to believe it. And once this camp registration went live, and within 2 weeks, we had 180 girls apply, I had a whole new sense of panic, because at that point I thought, well, how are we going to build a camp for 180 girls? And so being told that girls aren't interested and seeing the demand for the things that we're doing, to me, is one of the biggest takeaways that I have. You know, it shows that we just have to bust some stereotypes and show what the field is and not what it's not. Stay super positive, do hands-on stuff, and the girls are interested.
Those are great words and great things that you all have done. So how can other people get involved with CybHER and become their own CybHER superhero?
Okay, so no matter your age, keep learning. Take advantage of opportunities. When something presents itself, say yes. Go for it. Be confident and take charge of your own learning and your own path. Don't ever feel like you can't be or you can't do. So to be a superhero, just take the steps, say yes, and go.
Oh, I love that. And I would echo what Pam is saying, is that you just have to give it a shot. You have to know that you belong, know that you are part of this field and that you can bring something important to the table, and then work with others. There's nothing that's accomplished alone. And cybersecurity is a perfect example of that. You have people who are strong on the offensive side, the defensive side, the response side, you know, red, blue, purple teams. We have people in strengths, but if you only have a red team, then you have no one to defend what it is that you have. And so we need people in different areas with different strengths, and don't ever think that you don't belong, and don't ever think that you can't contribute.
Great. Well, we are so excited for the future of CybHER and what is coming. So thank you so much for taking time to talk with me today.
Thank you, Katie.